Hi. Hey.
Hey, how y'all doing?
First, I want to say Happy New Year. I know in March, but I haven't said that publicly to y'all. So, Happy New Year. May God bless y'all, give y'all every single thing that y'all want. Just blessings upon blessings upon blessings. God bless, God bless. So I know that I left you guys with the last video was probably me doing my edges, okay? And after that, she just gone, she disappeared. But the reason why is because your girl is no longer a fiance. She is a blown wife. And we're gonna talk about that in this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As usual, I will be putting the products that I use in the description bar down below. If I forget, they're going to come. And yeah, let's get this yap session started. So, like I said, I left y'all, and I know that some of y'all were just like, girl, where did you go? What happened? I had a wedding to plan. Planning a wedding was way more than what I thought it would be, honestly. And my mind was just like every single where that it could be, except for being honestly consistent and being creative. That entire process was just too much. I don't want to talk about it ever again. I'm never gonna do this again. Duh. It was a lot, okay? It was a lot. Your girl is no longer a fiance. She's a full-blown wife. I see the world differently now. I see being a woman differently. I just don't have time to do the same mistakes that I did last year. And I know there's a lot of women that can relate to me, because it's true that we tend to forget ourselves a lot. Well, I tend to always forget myself a lot. And I tend to also like put a lot of people's other needs before me. And when it's time for people to actually be there for me, they're gone. They ain't nowhere to be found. Because I am such a person that I grew up being very much, independent in a way. It's like people probably think that she ain't got no feelings, she's this or that. They have like a misconception about me and all these things. And in my early 20s, I was like working on myself, because the thing that I don't have is women friends. I don't. And in this part and period of my life, I don't longer desire it the way that I used to desire it. I really don't. I'm a person where if somebody is going through something, I can really be there for you. But the thing is, if I see that this issue is based so much on your emotions more than being really radical and finding a way to really deal with your things, I am not going to stand here hearing you blab about like the 50,000 times that this situation happened to you and then act like, oh, I'm just a supportive friend that's just here for you. No, like we need to find solutions. Also, this thing that happened to you, is it based more on your feelings and how you feel, or is it based on real facts? Because sometimes I do this too. When I know that I'm going through like, hard moments and hard time, what I do to not really get my emotions and feeling out of everybody, because usually when you're going through it, that's where every single part of your feelings are just like always out, and you can't really see rationally what's the problem and try to fix it. So me, I'm a type of person where I close up, I go in my cocoon, and then once I understand my feelings, that's when I'll come to like the person that's there for me and then talk about it. But in that moment, I'm not the type of person who's going to come to you, talk to you. I just close up. And I say this to every single people that meets me. Don't take it personal. It's just when I'm going through things, if I don't text you, it's just I'm going through it. The same way that I respect if you are going through the same thing too, and then I'll just contact you. But there's a lot of times that women will take this as like,
oh, well, it's because you don't want me to be there for you.
Even sometimes somebody was just like, did I do something to you? And I'm like, no. Why is it about you, hun? Why is what I'm going through and my feelings about it about you? If I don't want to talk right now, I just don't want to talk. Okay? I'm going to tell you these things. So if like it happens that we get a moment of just like not talking to each other, you know why. I'm not going to purposely just ghost. And even in my ghosting, I still contact you. And By the way, I don't have this issue with guys. I don't like it if I tell you I don't want to talk about something. That also another thing you do is just force me to actually come out and say it. I'm not ready to talk. Leave me alone. Before, in my early 20s, I earned for that woman-to-woman relationship. But now, after what I've been through last year, and also my wedding really did show me that, I really don't care for it anymore. Of course, I would love to have like a best friend girl that we can really just like click and do all these things with, and then respect each other's feelings and stuff like that. But the way that I used to earn for it before, I don't earn for it anymore. People might say it's because, oh, you've been hurt and whatever. Yes, I know I have. I have been hurt in women relationships because I feel like the way that I treat people, I'm the type of person, like, I will ride and die for you. I will really be there. So if I come to you and I tell you, hey, what you're doing right now is based on your feelings, and or this is not the truth, and then you completely dismiss what I said to you, at this point it's just like, why am I here? Am I just a yes person to you? And I'm not gonna do that and stay in these relationships and not be able to really truly expand or talk about something. For me, and I say this to everybody, I'm real. I will say the truth. I will let you go through your feelings. But if this is the 5th, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th time we're talking about the same thing, I'm sorry, let's change verse. We can't stay in the chorus forever. Just change the verse. You feel me? Because of the fact that I'm not a hugger, I'm very much like, don't come in my bubble, respectfully. Sometimes it might seem off-putting to people, but it's just like, I don't like being touched. I don't like being hugged. Doesn't mean that I can't connect with you. Because of that, it tends to just like not work out between me and other girls, which is fine to me. Now it's fine to me because I just realized that it doesn't mean that I'm a bad friend, because that's what I thought it was. It doesn't mean that I can't make friends, because I have great relationships with guys for some reason. It's easier for me to connect with dudes than it is to connect with women, because when it comes to all the emotions, I'm like,
Ew, feelings.
I'm learning now that yes, you are a good friend, but you need people who are at the same place in life as you. So I can't be with people where, for example, if I went through emotionally a type of situation and then I see you going through that same thing, and then you can't reason and think that I'm actually helping you, it makes me go back to that place that I was before, that I've worked on leaving, and you're literally choosing to stay stuck in it. Ugh. Due to the fact that this is the type of girl I am, how I ride and die for you, I don't really have time for that. I want a person in my life that can actually understand where I'm at, respect where I'm at, and not bring me back into situations that I don't need to be in. For example, at my wedding, I just see how much just like I could have avoided so many things by just not inviting certain people. It's mean to say this, okay? It's really mean, but you live and you learn, okay? I had a small wedding. And it's funny to me, these people are just no longer talking to me. And I got married in October. We're in March. You're not calling me, not checking up on me, not asking how I am. Just because I came to you and then I said I didn't like this, or that, you took that personally. And then you went in your corner. And then not even thinking about like what's going on in her life. Is she sad? Is she happy? Because I can be going through things, and while I'm going through things, I will still check up on you. And for me, it's just ridiculous how these are the type of people that I attract. And I'm not saying they're bad people, because they're not. It's just where I'm at in my life. I can't do this. I'm not there anymore. The thing about me is that if I'm having a conversation with you, and I see that this conversation is really based on your feelings and stuff like that, and in this conversation, you're coming for me and you're telling me things that are hurtful to me, instead of coming out and just like starting to fight about it, I can be respectful enough to be like, you know what, Jal, in this situation, you're saying these things out of your feelings. Even though it's hurtful, I'm not going to like, jump on it or whatever. And what I do is later on, when the situation has come down, I come back to you and I say, hey, like when this happened, while you were going through this, you did say something that was hurtful. I know some people are going to be like,
Oh, but why did you say it while you were going
through it? Because if you're going through something and then you're in your feelings about it, you're gonna just like blur it out. Women used to do that all the time. I do it too. And this is why I go into the isolation, because I don't want my words to be hurting you. In that situation, I'm not gonna make it worse by starting like a fight with you. Why? But then when I come in and I come talk to you about something, and then you're just not taking it, and then you're kind of like yelling back at me, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, but do you realize that if I were to say something like this to you, you would be very pissed? It's a two-way thing. It's not just like you can say things to me and then I'm never gonna get hurt. I am the friend that will literally move mountains to make you happy. And that energy is never given back. And I'm not making friends to have that energy back. Okay, I'm not being your friends to have that back, because that's just who I am as a person. And I am who I am.
I am who I am because I am who I am.
But I'm realizing, wait, if you're giving 150% and that person is giving 20% all the time, you're gonna get tired of it. So low-key, we are done. The girls that get it, get it. I am going to stay around girls that get it. I am going to be around girls that elevate me the same way I elevate them. I'm going to sit around girls that gives me the same energy that I give them, because I no longer have energy for that. The reason why I'm here and in this space and in my head like this is because I know the next chapter is I'm about to be 30 in a couple of years.
Damn.
I'm about to probably be a mother.
Damn.
And these people are going to be around my family, in my home, around my kids, holding my baby.
Damn.
Since I'm a Christian woman, I believe in God, the foundation of the Bible. Jesus Christ is my savior, my firm foundation. I see it so differently now. So for me, that's the type of people I need around me. That's the type of people I want around my family, me and my husband. My husband.
My man, where's my man?
And my children. All the rest, y'all can stay back. We will be acquaintances, for sure. I'm not your friend. It feels so mean to say, but it's hurting me too much. And now I'm just like, show up for me. Help me in my projects. Actually want good for me. Want to be around me. Like me. Actually like me. Don't be around me because you're looking for something. Ask yourself what you can bring to me too. Because that's how I think. I want to be around people who, yes, can elevate me, teach me things. But I want to be able to also be there as their anchor in this life. So we're just not going to have people around us just walking around and then taking your time and energy, and they're not even contributing to your elevation. And that friend that I talked about, and you know who you are, man, has showed up every single time without me asking. Every single time. And we can spend, let's say, 2 months without talking to each other, okay? Because he's going through his life, I'm going through my things. And then we talk to each other, and it's just like we saw each other yesterday. That's my brother. Don't you say anything about my brother. Like, that's what it's giving. You're my brother. What did you say about my brother? But now, I'm out. Dear 2025, I'm done with people who just want to leave crumbs in my life. Thank you for listening to this yap session. I'm not gonna lie, this was a long yap session, long awaiting. I feel like I had so many other things to say, but my thoughts were probably everywhere. But if you guys feel what I said and you resonate with it, leave in the comments a 100. Like, you know, the 100, just leave that in the comments, okay? I hope you guys actually learned something or not, or this is just me talking. I will be back next week with a new video, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, check my shorts. I also am on IG and on TikTok. Leave me some questions. Let me know, like, what have you been up to? What are things in 2025 that you are done doing? Okay, dear 2025, I'm done. Let me know in the comments, or just send me a little message and then we'll chat. But with all that being said, stay blessed. And I'll see you next week.